Namaste, aloha. My name is Janapati Das, and tonight we are having a class for experienced meditation. So what I'm going to do tonight is walk you through 3 very simple steps, meditation techniques that you can do and you can apply in your life. First, I'd like to offer my respects to you and thank you for tuning in tonight. I'd also like to offer my most humble obeisances unto my spiritual teacher, my guru, Jagat Guru Siddha Swarupananda Paramahamsa Srila Prabhupada, who taught me everything I know about the meditation technique I'm going to teach tonight, which is known as mantra meditation. Just if you are not familiar with mantra meditation, because you think, well, what is meditation? Like, meditation is basic general meditation in general. The terminology is to place your mind upon something. But we actually place our mind upon so many different things daily, every minute, every second, whether it's our problems, our worries, our hatreds, our anger, the Facebook page in front of us, the person driving in front of us, the thing that happened at our work, so many things that we try to place our mind, we meditate on daily that just do not actually bring us any happiness or satisfaction, but bring us just stress, anxiety, fear, anger, all the things, the wonderful things that we deal with in this day and age. But real meditation means to be able to place your mind and your senses upon something that will actually give you true satisfaction and happiness. And that's where we have the word mantra that comes in. Mantra comes from 2 Sanskrit words, man, which means the mind, and tra, which means to draw away. So when we think about, these sort of artificial meanings of like mantra and meditation, we think of meditation as like, oh, that's my meditation, going out and having a beer with the boys at the pub, is my meditation. They have all kinds of ideas, but we understand that true meditation is to actually do something where we can place our mind and the senses upon something that will truly give us happiness and satisfaction. So therefore comes in the word mantra. And then mantra, of course, a lot of times people think, well, that's my mantra, right? Go Reds, whether it's your sports team or, your favorite football player or whatever, that's my mantra, go team. Something that they think of it as something we say over and over again, that whatever is just the go-to. But true mantra meditation is actually placing the mind upon spiritual sound vibrations, and that's what the mantra is. Instead of focusing our mind, meditating our mind upon so many different kinds of things that in the material world, we place it on a spiritual sound vibration, which are these mantras that I will teach you, are names or attributes of God, that allow the living entity, the spirit soul, and the mind of that living entity to be peaceful, to be placed in sitting and resting in something that will truly give it happiness and satisfaction. And in a greater sense, not just happiness, peacefulness, and that's wonderful too, but also an ability to have a clear and true vision about who you are, what the purpose of your life, and help you attain self-realization of understanding of who you really are and what your relationship is with the Supreme. What so many of these philosophical questions that we have in this material world. So this is what mantra meditation will achieve. It's actually, so now that being said, I offer my respects to my spiritual teacher, and I do that because oftentimes you'll see when you Google meditation or even mantra meditation or self-meditation or whatever it might be, meditation, just the internet is a smorgasbord of garbage. So there's a lot of stuff on the internet, right? A lot of stuff that's actually not true at all. And you'll find that when you type in meditation, so many different kinds of ideas come in, whether it's, you know, sitting quietly, whether it's saying any word. You know, there are people who believe that the mantra it can be any word or any sound. So, you know, you could actually say dog doo doo, dog doo doo, dog doo doo, dog doo doo, and be able to have enlightenment. But, you know, we know this to not really be true, because like most things in the material world, something may start out very enjoyable to the mind or the senses, but having that consistently, you'll find that it kind of goes in a slope down. Just this how it goes when, you know, a new music video comes out, or like, you know, I guess Taylor Swift, that's the punching bag I like to go to. She's dropped a new album. Everyone's so excited about it. Everyone's talking about it, you know, and it's so exciting. But you know, in a year, after people listen to it, that it's going to be something else, some other flavor that comes along, and that Taylor Swift album will be in the bargain bin next to Bryan Adams. And once you are on the top, now you're at the bottom. So it's just, that's how it goes in the material world. But the mantra, the true spiritual sound vibration, whereas it may sometimes appear as not being superly attractive as, like, you know, vanilla ice cream or whatever, it is a spiritual sound vibration. And because we are spiritual entities, it's attractive to us. The spirit soul, like the bird in the bird cage, right? We give the bird real food. So when we practice mantra meditation, we're actually giving ourselves, the spiritual entity, the jivatma, food, and that is eternally attractive. You know, it's growing. So the practice of mantra meditation, when I say that it will help you become peaceful and calm, yes, and also help you have spiritual realizations about who you are and what the purpose of your life is. If you apply this in your life, you'll find that this is the truth. This is actually what happens. So, and this, the point I was going to say is that, having said that, the knowledge that I'm giving you has been handed down to me from my spiritual master, and not just from my spiritual master, but from a whole lineage of spiritual teachers all the way back to time immemorial, from Sri Krishna himself, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And so it's not something that I made up. It's not, you know, you can find these kind of meditation courses online where they're charging a lot of money and saying they're teaching you this and that, and this kind of yoga, and this kind of meditation, and this kind of this tantra, and this and that. And they're charging you thousands of dollars, and you're buying a plane ticket to go to Tahiti to have this retreat. And so this is a free meditation class. We do not charge money for the absolute truth. So the information is not something that I just made up, like is popular to do, to throw things in a blender and run it in a blender and come up with your own thing and charge money for it. What I'm teaching you was taught to me by my spiritual master, and from him, he received it from his spiritual master, Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, and from Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada also received it from his spiritual master, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, and so on and so on and so forth, all the way back teacher. So you can go back hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands of years, and teachers are teaching the same thing. The only thing that might be a little different and tweaked to adjust to the time and circumstance is basically, you know, we might be referring to something in an analogy like cars, and maybe 100, 200, 300 years ago it might have been horses, you know. So that's the only thing. The general absolute truth you'll find is been taught from teacher to student since time immemorial, handed down like a perfect mango from a tree to the person below, on the limb below. And they can take it, they can eat it, they apply it in their life. You can apply this class in your life and give it to others as well. So what I'm going to do, that being said, enough of the philosophy. If you are more interested in the philosophy, you can go to our YouTube channel on Yoga Kirtan Hawaii. There are Bhagavad Gita classes and things, or you can go to yoga yoga.sif, I think it is, yogawisdom.sif, that's it, to learn more about philosophy. But what I'm going to do for you tonight is teach you three-tier meditation practice, mantra meditation practice. The first one is called Goranga breathing, or deep peace breathing. The second one is a japa meditation. And the third one is kirtan. So, that being said, let me get started on the first practice of Goranga breathing. So what you can do is, if you're at home right now, if you're in a car, just drive along. don't close your eyes, don't go to sleep, don't lie down on your seat while you're driving. Drive your car, okay. But if you're at home, you know, or if you're in a chair somewhere, maybe at work or whatever, you can just relax your body. Feel free to take some time to do some light yoga stretches if you want to, just to prep your body for this deep peace meditation. What we're going to do is we're going to start with a very simple pre-meditation of the pranayama, or breathing, which is known as breathing, just simple yoga breathing. And what you're going to do is inhale. We'll start with inhaling through your nose, deep breath, without moving the shoulders, of course, but from our abdomen. And exhale, we'll audibly say, ah, just letting out the stress, any stress that we're carrying. Ah. One more time. Ah. Now, just continue breathing. Now, you may find an active brain and mind. The mind is actually maybe playing a lot of different things going on that you may have carried into this class tonight with you. Feel free to just put those things aside when you're doing the practice of meditation. It's best to just leave those outside. You know, as I always say, with all the terrible things that we carry in our mind, put the trash outside. If you want to come back for it later, you can. Otherwise, you know, just leave it outside. You may find that those things creep back into your mind as you're practicing these practices. Okay, you don't have to beat yourself up over it. Just, it is a practice, so gently put that outside again. If somebody brings the trash back in, just put it back outside. Focus your mind, focus your senses on the practice of mantra meditation. So, we are going to take our first mantra, which is Goranga. Now, I'm going to say the syllables, so if you've never come across this mantra, you can practice it with me. So repeat after me. Gor, Ra, Ang, S-A-N-G, Anga. Gor, Ra, Anga. Now, you can put those syllables together. Goranga. Goranga. And this is our mantra that we are going to practice with. So with this practice, we're going to start with the breathing that we did, except without the audible exhale of our ah. We will actually inhale with the mantra in our mind. Goranga. Right, as we're breathing in. And as we exhale, we will audibly say, Goranga. And then inhale again with the mantra in our mind, Goranga. And then, of course, we'll repeat again on the exhale. And this is our cycle. This is our breathing practice. Now, it's not required that you follow along with me at every, however long I breathe. Everybody has a different breathing capacity, so you can come and go as you like. You can overlap. The main thing is to just focus leave the trash outside, right? Focus your mind upon the mantra, Goranga, and just focus on the mantra. And you don't have to visualize anything. You can close your eyes, or you can look at the picture of Balaram Krishna behind me. Now I'm going to go ahead and play a little added bonus. I have a little crystal bowl here, there, and that's going to create a little ambience. When you're practicing this, you don't need to have a crystal bowl, but if you have one, it's nice. So I'm going to go ahead and start with a little sound bath, go ahead and start. So we'll inhale, Goranga in the mind. Exhale. And continue, please. Try 2 more times. Connect with your breathing. Goranga. So that's a wonderful meditation practice that you can apply in your life. You don't really need the crystal bowls. As I said, you can do it at any time. Anytime you feel stressed or not stressed, happy or sad, anytime it feels so nice to do that. And everyone that I know that has practiced it, they feel so centered and so grounded when you do this. So this is a really easy and wonderful practice that you can do. And just to give you a little bit of an analogy that my spiritual teacher has referred to, and that they refer also to in the Bhagavad Gita about how the mantra really lights up your perception of things. my spiritual teacher has likened the material world as a dark cave, or sometimes like a dark mountain. You know, when you're in a cave at night, or there's no lights, no one with a torchlight or anything, you're walking through the passageways, you don't know which way's right, if you should go right, left, straight, forward, left, back, where are you going, where am I going? Same thing when you're up in the mountain, you're seeing things out there, you don't know what they are, if there's animals, wild animals, or which way you need to go, how do I go to the bathroom, and you know, it's like, I don't want to walk anywhere out in the forest. And that's likened to an analogy of the material world being such a dark place that we don't understand who we are, what our purpose is in our life, what is, you know, the way forward looks dark, and we don't know which way to go. We're told, you know, some ways to go, and it doesn't seem like it's the right way to go, and then we know that this body will die at the end of life, and what happens then? Death is such a fearful state. So there's so much fear, so much anxiety in living in this sort of darkness. But the mantra meditation, the names of Krishna, they are like the sunlight, the sun glow, that when it comes up in, or, you know, like if somebody comes into a cave with torchlight, you know, suddenly things kind of lighten up. But in a mountain, for example, even before the sun is up over the mountain, things start to lighten up. So you're able to have a perception of what things are, which way to go, what the you know, who you are, what your purpose is of your life, what your relationship is with God. It's a very wonderful thing. And when you practice mantra meditation with this, you apply this in your life, and you can see the direct results from that. So I like to use that, especially with this wonderful mantra, Goranga, which means one with the golden essence or golden effulgence, referring to the Supreme Lord and His presence in our life. So that is the first practice, Goranga practice. You can apply that. The next one is called japa yoga, or japa meditation. And here I have a set of 108. Sometimes you may have seen these at stores, or, you know, crystal stores, or where, you know, to do this practice of japa yoga, ideally it's good to have a set of beads, ideally of 108. But if you're looking for something and you can't find these, you know, you can go to Target, get party beads, or just any kind of beads that you can actually do the touching technique with. For tonight, if you don't have a set of beads, you can just tap your finger for every mantra that we're going to do. And this one, we are applying the mantras to the practice of touching, of speaking, and of hearing, and of focusing again our mind. So here, this meditation is not, you know, oftentimes you think of meditation, people think it's a withdrawing of your things, focusing on things. But that is a very difficult way of doing things, of thinking of nothing, right? Are you going into, you know, you're trying not to focus on sounds going in your ear, and, you know, whatever different things that are sensations. This day and age, it's very difficult to even do that kind of stuff, let alone sit quietly for you know, 5 or 10 minutes, you know, without, oh, I gotta look at my phone or whatever. So this is really nice. We have something that we can do. We can touch. We have touching, the beads, which, you know, our hands, because especially in this day and age with cell phones and computers, with cell phones especially, you know, we always swiping and touching and typing and texting and doing things with our fingers, and having to, oh, well, what's on Facebook, you know. So this is a really nice substitute where you can focus on the names of God, and, you know, have a touching technique that's transcendental. So with this, we have a bead here. This one has a head bead. We start with our head bead. Now, my phone is kind of has a mirror effect, so it looks like I'm holding with my left hand, but I'm actually holding with the right hand. We want to have our thumb and our middle finger, excuse me, on the head bead. Now, when you start with the head bead, If you have a spiritual teacher, you usually say a prayer to the spiritual teacher, but it's okay to use the mantra Goranga as the head bead when you say that, Goranga. And then as we descend down the beads, we're going to go down each bead, and each bead will represent a mantra that you will say. And the mantra I think we will use today is Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Madana, Mohana. I'll say those mantras, several mantras, but in one big mantra. So I'll say it, and you can repeat after me. Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Madana, Mohana. And these are all names of God with different meanings. Of course, the most important thing is to focus your senses and your mind, and especially your hearing of the mantra upon the sound. So we'll do that together, and I'll practice it with you. So we can start with the head bead right now. All right. Goranga. Okay. Start with the first bead. You just descend down. Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Madana, Mohana. If you want to close your eyes, or you can focus on Balaram Krishna behind me. Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Madana, Mohana. Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Madana, Mohana. Descend down. Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Madana, Mohana. 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 So that's half of the 108 beats. That's 54 beats. And just a real quick thing, because just as a pointer for those, you can do the japa meditation sitting down, lying down. If you like to take walks in the morning by the a nature spot, it's a great way to get your exercise, but also to get focus your meditation. And it's more important to focus on the quality than on the quantity. So it's okay if you set yourself around a set of maybe 10, 20 if you wanted to, however you wanted to do. and then go with that and do it every day. The consistency is what's most important. You know, you want to be able to practice every day with your meditation, and that is what has the most effect, rather than just doing it once and not doing it for a while. So it's better to set yourself a smaller amount if you feel like you're kind of pressed for time or whatever. But you know, the morning is a great time to set your intention with a little Gorang breathing, some japa meditation, and some kirtan, which is what I'm going to teach you now. To do that a little bit in the morning, just to set your intention for the day. So we have the Goranga breathing and the japa meditation, and the third form of meditation is called kirtan meditation, and this is a form of meditation that mantra meditation that involves singing. So get out your singing voice and maybe your guitar. I have a guitar, which I'm going to use. And you don't have to play guitar, but you can. If you play piano or ukulele or guitar, it's a great way to, you know, use that talent in meditation. So in this practice of kirtan, we will have a kirtan leader, which will be me. And what I'll do is I will lead with a mantra. At that time, you will take the active use of your senses, you know, in the case of hearing, and hear the mantra, let it go into your heart, rest in it, first time through. Second time through, sing it back with me. And since I'm the only one on this side of the phone, I'm going to actually sing both times. So I guess he would say the even time through, sing back with me the mantra. And this is the practice of kirtan. If you have a lot of people, it's really nice because you have a kirtan leader who will lead, and maybe, you know, 100 people who are responding. And excuse me a second. Let me just. Sorry about that. The living entity wants to go out. My cat scratching at the door. Had enough of the playing and bowls and stuff. I think it was. So, okay. So we're going to do this. And what I'll do is I'll teach you a couple more mantras. We're going to do, we've done Gopala Govinda Rama, Goranga. We have one that's Hari Bol, Nitai Gor, Hari Bol. One more time with that. Hari Bol, Nitai Gor, Hari Bol. And Hari Bol is a nice thing to, sometimes you may hear people saying that to each other. If you meet people who are practicing meditation, it's like aloha. You can say hello, goodbye, but it actually has a deeper meaning, which means to chant, to practice mantra meditation, to chant the names of God. Hari means God, the name of God, and Bol means to sing, right? So we have that. We have the Maha Mantra, which is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Which is seemingly a lot of mantras, but actually not too bad. I think you'll get it. Let's follow along. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Try a different mantra. Gopala Govinda Rama, Madana Moana, Gopala Govinda Rama, Madana Moana. Here we go. Gopala Govinda Rama, Madana Moana, 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 Gopala Govinda Rama, Madana Moana. Try a different mantra. Goranga, Goranga, Goranga. Okay, sing with me. Goranga, Goranga, Alright, one last time. Here we go. Haribo, Nitaigo, Nitaigo, Haribo. And that's a little taste of the kirtan. I know it's so much fun, you wanted to keep going, but I recommend that you go ahead and go into, if you like the kirtan a lot, or any of the classes, or you feel like you need to practice this meditation, you can go to our Facebook library. We have quite an extensive library, and we also have a YouTube channel, so if you have not been to our YouTube channel, feel free to go to that channel and subscribe, like, make comments, spread the love around, and just as a recap, for the 3 types of mantra meditation, we have the Goranga breathing, with or without bowls, but the Goranga, just saying Goranga, and intoning that. We have the japa meditation with our japa beads. And we have kirtan, which you can practice with guitar, piano, ukulele, or just a cappella if you like. Feel free to sing at any time. There's no hard and fast rules with practicing a mantra meditation. So my name is Janapati Das. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight for Experience Meditation. Just as a reminder, there's Thursday, I'll be here at 7 o'clock Hawaii Standard Time for Transcendental Thursday. Next Tuesday, if you're philosophically inclined or if you're interested in the wisdom of the yoga wisdom of the Bhagavad Gita as it is, I give a class every second Tuesday of the month. That will be the following Tuesday at 7 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time. We will read some verses and have some chanting, go into a little bit of the wonderful and deep and rich tradition of the Vedic system of yoga wisdom. And until then, have a wonderful evening. Namaste.